Hey guys, we're at IBC 2018. We've come over to the Canon stand. I'm here with Stephen. We're going to be talking about a new camera, the XF705. So Stephen, tell us about this new camera.
So XF705 is really growing on 20 years of our professional camcorder experience. So from 20 years ago, XF1, now we've come through to XF705. XF705 is our flagship model in the professional camcorder range, introducing great new features. So this is the world's first camcorder with the H.265 HEVC codec involved. So our version XF-HEVC. We have all sorts of professional features and functions in here, which we can go into in a second.
Yep, sure. So I mean, there's going to be a lot of broadcast and camera ops who have been shooting on the XF305 for many, many years. I imagine they're going to be quite pleased that this has now come out, because this now takes them into the 4K sort of age.
Exactly. So this is a fully 4K UHD 50p 422 10-bit output using this new H.265 HEVC codec. So it's giving, it's future-proofing really the way forward into the future. Typically H.265 is giving us about a compression rate of half that of H.264. So this is able to record to internally record to SD card slots.
Okay, so nice and cheap media. Yep.
Yeah, readily available, just U3 SD cards. So readily available, very nice and inexpensive.
Yeah.
So dual recording, relay recording on there. You can record a HDR file, so HLG or PQ directly into there.
So you got both bases covered then, pretty much.
Both bases covered, yeah. So everything's in there. You've also got so at full HD we can do 120 frames for a slow motion piece as well. So it's really looking at all angles.
Can you tell us a bit about the sensor and the glass that we've got in the front there? 'Cause obviously I can see that red ring as well.
Yeah. So basically everything around this camera has been designed by the feedback from the professionals. So on the front we've got the red ring signifying L series glass, the top of the range glass. So Canon really is the manufacturer that makes the glass, makes the sensor, so a 1-inch CMOS 4K sensor in there, and obviously the processors to control it all. We've got, you can see, nice control for zoom, focus and iris here with nice in-between areas there for perfect finger placement, built-in ND filters as well. But just going back to the sensor as well, so 1-inch sensor with the DIGIC DV6 processor, so everything about it perfect. If I look at the lens is from a nice wide aperture from 25mm. It's a 15 times optical zoom at 4K, so going out to about 362mm roughly. Or in full HD, there's an advanced zoom to 30 times.
And that'll be without any loss of visual quality.
Yeah, exactly. So all of those functions in there. The sensor is sensor complete with the dual pixel CMOS AF. So Canon's technology that you've seen perhaps coming through from the camera side of the business. So the XF405 that we launched just last year was the first in this range to bring it. This then also adds that in there. So with a nice big touch screen, which is multi-angle, we can do a touch focus by touching the screen. We can do a drag through the focus, or for those guys that don't like to use autofocus, they still prefer the manual focus, we can do a nice focus assist to get perfect focus balance with a face detection or an object tracking. So lots of extra technology in there to help the operator, especially at 4K, when detail and out of depth becomes very, very crucial. It's all in there to help the operator.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's no disputing that the dual pixel autofocus is one of the market leading in terms of autofocusing systems, so obviously that's going to be great to have in this sort of camera, especially for the type of work that people are going to be doing with it. Can you tell us a bit about any streaming capabilities at all?
Yeah, so on the back of the camera, we've got a full array of outputs. So 12G SDI, so we can do a 12G SDI straight into an external recorder or to a supporting monitor. That can be a 10-bit 42 output, that can be a 4K output. There's also a HDMI direct out as well, so you've got all those bases covered.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously also XLR inputs for the mics, internal mic, or if you want an external mic for a 3.5mm jack is there, headphone jacks obviously from a whole audio point of view, and then manual controls for audio balance levels.
No, that's great. So how much are we looking at for the camera, and when can we expect them to start shipping as well?
So camera rough RSP is €6,999 and sales from December this year.
Stephen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed.